Take a breathtaking trip with Top Travel, brought to you by Halls and the power of menthol. Refresh, refocus, Halls. Breathe for it. Ungapheli umoya.
Last week on Top Travel, Fez and Anesu discovered Botswana's Okavango Delta, where your penthouse suite is a bed beneath the stars on top of a baobab tree.
Back south of the Limpopo, it took a trip away to realize the treasures we haven't even begun to discover right here at home. An hour south of Zim and a morning's drive from Jozi found us in the country outside Makado.
Hey, you lovely people, I'm Anesu
Fez Mkhize here, and you're watching another incredible episode of Top Travel. We've just entered into the Limpopo region, and we're actually at the Saltpansberg mountain range, known as the Salt Pan mountain range, because of the large Salt Pan region that they have been drawing out salt for many, many centuries. It's known for its biodiversity and flora and fauna, but we're not here for that in this adventure.
That's right, we are here at Leshiba Mountain Lodge, where the main highlight is the artwork.
Let's go in, love.
Come join us.
It's a living gallery where our host Shandukani Joyce Mulaudzi lives and works in a village which you can see has been more sculpted and carved than merely built.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Joyce.
Fez.
Nice to meeting you. You are welcome.
Thank you.
I've got some face cloth here for
Thank
you.
you so much.
Please come inside.
Oh, wow. Look at this. This place is beautiful. I'm excited already. Cheers.
Here's to a great trip, right? Ooh, nice.
Well, Joyce, we know that you were born on the mountain, and I can't think of anybody better to show us around.
It's true, I was born here. I'm home.
Oh, great.
Wonderful. Well, show us your home.
This is an old Venda village. The reason why we call it Venda Village Lodge is because it's original. They just renovate it. So the thatch and the wall, they were falling apart. They called the local people, ladies actually, to come and make clay bricks.
Wow.
And then that's when they start to rebuild and everything here. Once they finish, that's when they call Noria Mabasa, our best local ladies, to come and do all the artwork. But otherwise, the village was built and divided exactly like this.
Wow, it is basically like the whole village is a sculpture in its own, right?
Yes, exactly. Okay, now I'm going to show you where I was born in. This is my special room, and I'm always asking the ladies to look after it.
Oh, oh my gosh, it's a spa! Joyce, that is magical. For you to be able to see your village be brought back to life, for you to work here and show people around must be really special for you.
Exactly, I feel so blessed. For me to run this lodge, I'm running my home, looking after it.
Joyce, this room is called Mbeki. Is there any significance behind that?
Yes, our former President Mbeki came here in 2003 and he stayed here for 6 nights. But we were chosen him to stay in one of our luxury suites. But he's come in before time. He said, I'm not that fussy person. I will stay in the standard rooms. I'm going to show you your room. And you are staying in Tadulu. And Tadulu means heaven on earth.
Oh,
and
wow.
I'm sure you will love it.
As soon as you step in here, you're struck by how high you are and the fact that you can see this panoramic view of the landscape. It's beautiful, Joyce.
Yes, it has got a nice view. As you see, we can see the animals from the room, so you don't need to go outside to look for the animals.
I think we're going to get around and explore everything that our room has to offer.
Thank you so much and feel at home.
Thank you.
That we will.
What a stunning bedroom. They say that sleeping in a circular room is good for your energy, and clearly our ancestors knew about that.
Yeah, there's a bath.
Oh my God.
And it's got a view. They've really thought about that being out in the wilderness feel, because even when you shower, you get to be there.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at this, dear.
You can stand here and just get swept away by the Soutpansberg mountain range. It's perfect.
An afternoon drive introduced us to Jack Buttermoney, a man who puts Wikipedia in the shade with the sheer breadth of his knowledge.
So what we're seeing over there, the bat-eared fox, the females, they've got like 30% chances that they can have babies with another male. They only stick to one male in its lifetime, and they feed on insects. Most preferably on their diet, it's mealworms, which they found in dead wood and other things. Here in front, we are seeing a wildebeest. It's a loner. He was in charge of the head. Now he's living on his own. He is now weak and frail, so he cannot rejoin the bachelor head because the harem head has been taken by another dominant bull.
I mean, this is how life works, right?
Survival of the fittest. Nature's a harsh one.
In the park, we also have got plus or minus 60 giraffes, and this year it was like a good year for them. We have got quite a lot of young babies which are doing well.
I think they call it a journey of giraffes, and what a journey it has been right at our doorstep from this beautiful lodge to see all of these incredible animals. I mean, it's absolute magic.
Everything flourishes in this climate, and after our first sleepover, we were no different.
Morning, my love.
Hey, dear.
Here you go. It is a beautiful bush morning. Not all blue skies and rainbows, but the perfect weather for a walk.
It is easy to be positive when this is your view, right? Come here.
Oh, the giraffe. Oh, cute. The little baby.
And just like that, Jack was back. If he was teaching, we were up for being taught.
I'm going to take you to the ancient rock art that we have in Southern Africa.
Let's go.
It was time to leave our phones to just look and listen.
I'm already feeling excited. It looks like it's a bit more dense where we're going, and at least the rain isn't pelting down on us, but I've got the umbrella just in case.
So, this is one of the medicinal tree here. So, the ancient Bushmen, they also used this because they didn't have these pharmaceuticals. This is paperback, Warburgia serratus. If you have a little bit of a bite, you feel that the more it stays in your mouth, the more it gets hot and hot until it's very, very hot.
Yo, Tabasco.
A warm build
While you're really chewing.
in your mouth.
So the properties of this, is it mainly an immune booster?
Yes, the ancient times they used to use it for colds, flus, and also the early detection of tuberculosis.
Wow. It's burning my tummy.
I have no idea why you decided to take such a big bite, but at least we know no colds and flus are going to be bothering you for the rest of our travel.
This plant, it was used as Bushman poison. The ancient people, they used the wick infusion to drink it for backache and headache, and the dried leaf, they also use it for snake bites. And the Bushmen, they used it a lot for poison for the Bushman arrows.
Such a small looking plant, but there's all of these properties and a bit of danger in there. The name is very appropriate.
This tree, it's called buffalo thorn. In Venda, they call it mukaru. Mukaru means to separate. So if the two people are married, they're two union in one in Venda culture. So when the unfortunate event happens and one of the partner dies, then they will wait for a year. It's a mourning period. Then after that, they do a ceremony. That ceremony, they will give one of the partners the branch to pull across the grave. It means it's separating the souls. If you look at these two thorns, one it's a hook, one is a straight. This one resembles the one who has died. It means your life has been hooked and come to a stop. This one, your life is still pointing ahead. You're still surviving. So after that, you'll be given a leeway to say you can be married or marry again another partner of your own choice. And it also, the leaves are also chewed as aphrodisiac as well.
I like this tree.
Trust Fairs to pick up on the aphrodisiac purposes. This is what I deal with.
It's all natural, so it's all good. Now, on the trail, we were heading millennia back in time.
So this is the Bushman painting site. So they chose this site because we are in the southern hemisphere. The sun is always shining on the northern side of the mountain. So that's why they chose the southern facing overhang, because the sun is not going to shine directly onto their painting, which makes them last much longer. And for an example, these paintings, when they were identified, they were estimated at about 2,000 years ago. Wow. But still, we are still seeing them now. This is a shaman that has been painted in form of antelope standing on hind legs, and these are members of the community in a trance dance. When they get into a trance, dancing about 48 hours without a break, there is high blood pressure, body fatigue, all could lead to nose bleeding. They believe that the blood from the nose of the shaman has got supernatural power to heal the sick. Wow. And this one, it's a storytelling mask. The one who will be telling the story covers his face. For an example, the father might have chickened out in the hunt of a lion, which was regarded as a milestone event, but he has got wisdom through that process. So he might cover his face so that they won't see the shame in his face.
One of the things I love about visiting sacred sites such as this is that it's almost like honoring that sacred ritual of connecting with one's past. Our forefathers placed a lot of reverence and respect on connecting with their ancestors, and by looking at this rock art, remembering the different ways that they performed dance, pottery, and storytelling, we are also connecting with those who've gone before us.
Refresh, refocus. Take on the thrill of the wild side. Halls, breathe for it. Ungapheli umoya.
Whoa! Okay, 1, 2, 3.
A little bit of a change in scenery. We are here in Makado to have a look at where the traditional fabrics the Venda and Tsonga people use to make their traditional attire.
That's what Top Travel's about. It's about experiencing cultures in their raw form. Can't wait to get educated. Let's go.
To Miriam Rambau, these fabrics are cultural storybooks.
Hi, Dr. Fess. Welcome to Kojas.
Hi, Miriam. Thank you so much for having us.
We sell tradition outfit and material, Venda, Tsonga, Zulu. This is Venda material. We made this Mingwenda.
It is stunning.
Yes.
Can you show us the Tsonga fabric?
Yes, let's go this side.
Match my eyes? No? Okay.
This is the Tsonga fabric. This one.
This is beautiful. So we've got more of a floral kind of motif happening here as opposed to the stripes. Well, Sis Miriam, I'm so excited to have a look at something I can pick out. Can we go and have a look at some of the different fabrics?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey!
Wow.
So many options.
Yes.
Okay, we might be here for a while. Ma'am, how long would this take to make if we were making it, say, from scratch?
We give this material to the villagers, and it takes 1 week to make it.
What I really love about this is you can almost imagine these incredible seamstresses learning how to create these outfits from their mothers and the grandmothers before them. And in a wonderful way, this fabric is almost a story in its own sense that carries these traditions down from generation to generation. I can't wait to look amazing in green. Let's pack this one up to go.
Okay.
Before we pack up, what about me?
Oh, he's feeling left out now. No problem. Fez was gonna shine like a spring blossom in this one.
Hey, Miriam, Rolibua, thank you. These are going to be put to use because, I mean, it's looking colorful, it's looking fashionable.
I absolutely can't wait to have a little bit of a fashion moment in the village. Let's go there.
I mean, I'm gonna have a fashion moment too. I got something.
Some call the town Louis Trichardt, others Macado. You say potato, I say potato. Or avo.
Limpopo is known for its mangoes as well as its avocado, so we thought it would be nice to get a meal where we get the chef to incorporate those.
I'm such a fan of buying local produce. Speaking of that, some mpani worms from the mpani trees that are found in the Limpopo region. Can I taste one, Ma? Yes. Thank you.
I mean, you can't taste it by yourself.
A lot of people tend to be a bit squirmish with these, but they taste just like biltong. What do you think?
Earthy taste. It's dry. It does have that biltong dried meat flavor to it. Might get myself a few more.
Let's get some.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you.
No need for a supermarket around these parts.
And what do we have here? Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How are you? We are wonderful. Okay.
Mangoes and the avos. Okay.
One of the things I love about shopping for local produce in these markets is that you're supporting small local businesses. Absolutely wonderful to feed into the economy while also feeding your body. Well, with all of this activity, we've definitely worked up an appetite. How about some street food?
Hey, this is the life.
Hi. Wow, this looks delicious.
Yes, please. Can we have a full one for the two of us? This is the beauty of Ishisanyama. There's no time for you to kind of wait for the meat to get ready. It's a grab and go, and this is how I grew up.
Well, we thought we'd get the full experience and dine in.
Time to dig in.
Bon appetit! This is the great thing about travel, to be able to experience luxury villas, hotels, but then also to come down to earth, to where the people are, experience some local cuisine, local flavors, a local vibe.
And it tastes great.
Like piri piri chicken, another big tradition up here is sculpture, and one name stands out.
We're here at Mashamba village, known as a haven for artists, and is named after its chief, Chief Mashamba.
This creative haven is home to world-renowned sculptor Thomas Kubai, whose work span from creative sculptural forms to musical instruments.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You're welcome.
Thank you for having us.
So this is a wood carving. Yeah. This is a self-made tool.
Wow, so you even welded your own tool here?
This is the spring of the car and the seat of the bicycle.
Wow, so creative.
Yeah, so this you can use one hand rather than to use the mallet.
Okay.
Yeah.
When it comes to you creating a piece, where do you get that creative inspiration from that tells you this is the form that I want to create?
So mostly I communicate with the wood. So the wood tell me how to do. So you can, this is a movement of the fish here.
So you're already seeing the fish captured in the wood.
Yes,
I love it.
So I just use the direction of the wood. I have a piece of wood that I put aside for you, so you can learn through it. I can teach you how to carve a little bit. Yeah, how to use this small chisel. So just use only at the end, not the whole arm. Yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah, just little bit with the corner.
Got it. Little movements.
Yeah. So it's like a music, so you'll sing.
Okay. My dear, I don't know, I'm a bit nervous, but since you're here, it should be okay, right? It should be okay.
Well, this is something that Fez has been wanting to do for, well, since I can remember. He's always wanted to whittle. And so to be able to learn from the master himself is really special. A lot of artists say that when they're creating, it brings them into the present moment. Do you find that sculpting brings you peace?
Yeah, because sometimes it's good for communication, it's good for telling stories, yeah, through the wood. It's like a music for me.
Maybe I might stay, you might need another student.
Yeah, so you are learning so fast, yeah?
Looks like it's going to be a solo travel show from now on.
Hey! Thomas is also known for the instruments that he's able to carve out of the wood, from the flute, the marimba. He's got a whole host of things that I'm really excited to get my hands on. And that is how you can make them and play them.
Our final pit stop on this beautiful art route, one of my new passions, pottery. We are here at Mukondu Pottery, where we have some traditionally handmade pots made by the women in this area.
I mean, you're talking about beautiful kind of works of art. Look at you, head to toe, looking mesmerizing. I'm holding my own, but I know when I'm beat. My love, you look stunning.
Thank you.
You know that the universe is agreeing, because even the suns come out to bask and glow and make you look great. This is going to be a great exercise, and I'm going to have all the views.
These are the wonderworks of Salamina Mulobo's hands. So Ma, when it comes to this beautiful pottery studio, when did it all begin?
Traditional to traditional, because I learned it from my mother, and my mother get it from the old one. So it seems that is a generation to generation. Now you can go and learn it. I will show you.
Being able to learn the full process of how these beautiful pots come to life almost feels like a sacred story. These incredible women go down to the river where they actually ask their ancestors to harvest the clay. And while harvesting, they speak to the clay, asking it to hold its form regardless of what it's changed into. After harvesting the clay from the river, it's soaked in water overnight just to add a bit more moisture, and then it is molded into whatever shape comes to their mind, be it a pot, a bowl, or even a plate.
Gentry, design design country buy buy iome eyomile ratibula rari no boba rari ya ka mkhano ri ya ritiba jela li omile ori di ruja gaje li bomu ali aswaji tano libia ra libia la fita ori ya le release kwa ori ofisa le biselo.
Listen, I feel like a kid, but this is definitely a lot of fun for me. I think I understand why Ness loves doing this.
This is such a treat. I can feel that this clay is also a bit rougher than the one that I'm used to working, stoneware clay. You can almost feel the little rocks of the river sand within it, but that just makes it even more special.
This work should be in galleries. Not my pot, but...
Well, dirty hands, but a very full heart. This was definitely a highlight for me, and the fact that we get to take these pots home, knowing that this clay has been spoken to by these incredible women, blessed by their ancestors. I mean, what better keepsake is there than that?
Back at the lodge, another artist has been at work, Chef Lara Lewis.
Evening, Chef, how are you?
Very good, thanks.
This looks divine.
Straight from your produce from the market. Beautiful ripe mango and an avo. I've paired it with some red onion and pepper juice with a sprinkling of macadamias from our local produce as well. And then we have a lovely honey mustard vinaigrette to go with it.
Ooh, after the day we've had, I can't wait to dig into it.
And on the subject of salad, we meet Hoedspruit's most famous vegetarian after this.
Is wild how much Limpopo has to offer. I mean, the fact that we can see all of these animals in this beautiful green environment, it's just so special.
We usually tell you what we're going to see, but this time it's going to speak for itself.
This is the story of a man called Tony, how a little lady called Jessica found her way into his heart and made world headlines.
Tony, thank you so much for having us. Standing here, I'm kind of blown away. I've never been this close to a hippo. Could you tell me your story about you and Jess and how you came together? I know she washed up on your doorstep.
That's correct. Jessica washed up here on the 11th of March 2000. We had a major flood. She was born upstream somewhere. So I picked up here in front of the house. She weighed only 16 kilograms, a couple hours old. So fortunately, with my career game range all my life, authorities said save her. Today she's 23 years and 9 months old. She weighs 1.8 tons. In the evenings, every night she comes to the house, she sleeps on the veranda on a blanket. And sometimes the wild hippos also follow her to the house. But when they come there, she comes into protective mode. She turns around, she chases them away.
Oh, wow.
I would like to introduce you guys to Jessica at the bottom there, and Sian, both of them. Sian will be on the left, Jessica will be on the right. I've got these sweet potatoes which I will put on the floor. So then I will demonstrate to you how to do the interaction.
You get a sense for that 1,800 kgs as you're walking up, because the water sometimes can cover and make it seem like, oh, maybe it's not that big. When you stand there at a lowly 90 kilos, you start understanding exactly how big that is.
In the back of the hand here, nice little strokey. See there? In between there's no teeth there, you see nothing.
Got you. Seeing Tony stepping to Jess, you can see there is that parental figure, especially when she looks at him, and I felt at ease immediately.
There you are.
Man, this is fun, this is safe. I'm respecting Jess's space. This is a phenomenal experience. Wow. Look at that.
Thank you. Come over here.
She likes rooibos tea?
You and her have something in common.
Yeah.
Stroke the nose, just feel her.
Feels almost leathery, but these hairs are very
Yeah.
soft. I can't believe this is happening. Those little hairs on her nose were actually so soft. Her skin is nice and smooth. We got to touch those lips too. Such an incredible experience.
A decade after Jessica's arrival, another flood brought newborn baby Sian to Tony's doorstep, and he too was welcomed in.
Thank you, Sian. That's on way back.
Look at that bull. Hey?
That's on way back, darling.
Oh my God.
You're a big boy.
What an otherworldly experience. I mean, to be so up close and personal with the hippo, which is known to be quite a dangerous animal, almost felt like it wasn't real.
From that hippo's delight in Hoedspruit, we were drawn to the next natural wonder, just around the corner.
All right, another adventure, babe.
This is what it's all about.
Literally chasing waterfalls. Don't go
I knew. Hey, bijou.
Oh my. Ah! Yes!
Ha.
We are here in the lush Mpumalanga province. I mean, the green is greening, crickets are chirping, the frogs are croaking, and we can't wait to take you along for the journey.
The place where the sun rises, as my people have named this province.
You're in for a treat, and what better place to start than this majestic waterfall behind us?
This is our first stop on the panorama route, Bridal Veil Falls. It's just 6 kilometers from the small town of Sabi in Mpumalanga province. And sitting here, it's a 70-meter drop. It makes you feel this small, but there's something about the rum of the water as it kind of falls and hits the rocks that makes you feel quite soothed.
In fact, the last waterfall we visited was in Salazi Reunion, similar to this one in terms of the naming, the Wedding Veil Waterfall. Now, not sure if Mother Nature is trying to nudge me along like the aunts that I have at my family gatherings, but I hear you, ma'am. Okay, I hear the signs.
The universe works in weird ways.
While the universe, Mother Nature, my aunties, y'all can chill. We're still exploring the world. So for now, let's just enjoy the view. Wow, look at that. Oh, oh. Woo!
Top travel!
Top travel!
Mpumalanga is known for these kind of waterfalls, these scenic experiences. Can't wait to go see more.
Now, there's the Grand Canyon, the Fish River, but for my money, no canyon beats this one.
Blight River Nature Reserve. It speaks to the Blight River Canyon, which is 25 kilometers of stunning, picturesque scenes, and we're about to see the 3 rondavels. This is Letlakong, which means the watchman. It's named after the watchman who used to come and survey the area for the Mapulana people to make sure that there weren't any armies or anybody trying to attack them. You can see just on my left the 3 rondavels named after Chief Moripi's wives as an homage to him for helping the Bapedi people.
You can tell the wind is definitely picking up here as we are up high, but so incredible to be able to see how nature has essentially created this landscape. You can imagine going back in time, seeing the water that flows through the canyon, carving out this beautiful gorge between the mountains and essentially creating the vistas that we see today.
And it is breathtaking.
Nature is an incredible artist, and the Blight Canyon is one of the largest in the world, but is known specifically to be the greenest. I mean, this lush environment fed by the water of the region really makes this a sight to behold.
You can learn about the Great Escarpment in books, but it's like the finest coffee. Are you going to read about it or taste it? Sitting on a rock at the tipping point where the high felt becomes the low felt, this is the life.
Whew.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Wow, my love, isn't this just wonderful?
The coffee, the canyon, really doesn't get better than this.
You know, you think that, and then nature says, let me show you this. A working example of how she uses water and time to sculpt the land.
Wow.
This is serious hydroengineering. When rushing water passes over an underwater obstacle, it creates a vortex like a tornado of water which carves out the rock.
Forks like potholes. This is where the Blight River and the Trier River come together and cause this confluence that you can see. Ironically, Trier in Afrikaans means sad, so it's like the mourning river, and Blight means happy. So the sad and the happy river come together to create this.
This natural phenomenon is so amazing to see because that confluence causes the swirling of the water, which essentially carves out these incredible potholes. And these lucky potholes, unlike the potholes on some of our roads, are said to carry great energy. So a lot of the locals here throw coins inside, cast their wishes, hoping that they'll come true.
I mean, the person who it's named after, Thomas Bork, thought that there might be gold here. He didn't find it as a prospector, but we definitely struck gold with this view.
Coming up, a glimpse of how Earth may look from the heavens.
Find your wonderful. Jacobs, wunderbar.
This was a day where details, words, and notions would be put to bed, where we just stood in wonder and awe.
It's been a handful of times in my life where I've really been stunned into gratitude by being in a place, and this is one of them. It's almost funny because the 1980s movie, Gods Must Be Crazy, the main character came here, and when he saw this vantage point, he actually thought that he'd reached the end of the earth and threw the bottle out here, and I can understand why. This is indescribable.
Given that Africa is known to be the birthplace of humanity, it's apt that the myths and legends about God's window say that this is where God looked out onto his creation at the Garden of Eden to see the majesty of what he had created.
I mean, look at that. The sun has come out, and when it is a clear, sunny day, you can see some of the Limpopo mountain range that actually borders South Africa and Mozambique.
Some of us are happy to simply take in the glory. Others want to jump off the end of it. We are here at the Graskorp Gorge, ready to do the big swing, and the nerves are coming in. I mean, I'm getting kitted out. It feels secure, but hey, those nerves are definitely making me rethink my choices right now.
There's no regrets, no mistakes. Just live in the moment, right, my love?
Live in the moment, babe. Let's do it. Yo, my heart is racing, guys.
So 3, 2, 1. Hello. Relax. How
Seems like the zip line was just the warm-up.
Now we're about to do the big swing. This is going to be a first, and you know what they say, memories infused with adrenaline last forever.
I'm not sure whether I should have seen that before going.
Welcome to a big swing.
Thank you.
My name is Doc. It's a 68-meter free fall for 3 seconds. We also have the lift of 58 meters.
Wow.
So after the jump, you take the lift to the other side.
I'm just wanting to know, how safe is it?
It is very safe, my man. If you can look at what you've got here, our safety gear, the full body seat harness, it's a double harness.
Okay.
So it's very safe.
I'll show Anesu what to do. She'll feel calm when she sees me go out and do it.
Okay, you listen up.
Yes,
You're gonna free fall backwards. I'll need to turn and face the other way. You walk backwards onto the blue line over there.
Doc, before we go, I think it's time for us to refresh and refocus. Breathe force. Here we go.
More refreshing. Okay, onto the blue line.
It's getting real.
Squat.
Head on your chest.
Head on my chest, and then I fall back.
This is torture.
My love, this is crazy.
I love you.
I'm gonna count 3 down and just fall back.
Oh my God.
In 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
I feel nothing but the hardness. I see the platform getting smaller and smaller.
Oh, no, 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 no.
And then the harness holds me. And I'm swinging. It's kind of crazy how those 3 seconds can last for forever and also just go by so quickly.
Okay, my turn now. This is so nerve-wracking. My heart stops beating. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
Can't wait to see Ness. I'm gassed right now. I know she's gonna be gassed.
Oh! Oh! Oh my God. I look down. The worst part is having to step back towards the edge. The adrenaline going through my body right now. I am shaking. My knees are shaking. He starts counting down. 3. Oh my God, no, 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 no. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Like everything disappears. My heart is in my throat. For a second, the world comes to a standstill. The harness catches me and I'm swinging through the air. It feels like flying, it feels like freedom. Oh my gosh, what an experience. It took my breath away, literally. Oh.
Wow.
Back on solid ground. Thank you, my brother. Yo.
Gonna say, super proud of her. She just, that kind of just dropped down like a G. She's amazing.
I feel like all my words, even my scream, got stuck right here.
You killed it. You always come through, and I think in moments like this, I just get reminded of how amazing she is.
The beauty of this place is undeniable. I mean, you've got this huge dramatic waterfall, the rock face, these vines and greenery, almost giving a Jurassic Park kind of feel. I mean, I can't think of a better place to literally jump off the edge of the earth. And this is right on our doorstep, guys. There is no excuse. Explore this beautiful country. This is a gift in itself. Refresh, refocus. Take on the thrill of the wild side. Halls, breathe for it. Ungapheli umoya. A little ocean of serenity and reflection after a day full of adrenaline. That's what we found in this private lakeside refuge.
We've arrived at Bamboo Lakeside Lodge.
The setting here is absolutely beautiful, but even the interiors really give you almost a warm hug when you come in. We can see a kind of a fusion of different decor styles, a bit of an African vibe with these masks on the wall and wooden sculptures, but then also a little bit of a Balinese feel where we've got a Bagheera giving me that Jungle Book jaguar vibe here, as well as these lush indoor plants, and really being able to have this vantage over the lake is something really special.
After you.
Thank you, my love.
Hey, a little feline friend. They're all over. Wow. But look at that.
You almost want to dive in or go for a kayak, but we have been warned that there are hippos and many crocodiles in this water, so mainly just for a nice viewpoint than to actually dive in. Oh, you're really making friends. One of the highlights for me of this beautiful place is how you can dine amongst the water lilies on this beautiful gazebo. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, eating amongst the hippos and crocodiles with the beautiful lake surrounding you really makes you feel at peace and a sense of calm.
It's also nice that it's so close to the Kruger National Park as well as on the panoramic route. Not to say the water doesn't sell it, but that's cherry on top.
Yeah, super convenient.
So we'd got as close as you can to a hippo in the wild. Now, the Lofel took that experience and supersized it.
We're here on the banks of the Sabi River in Hazy View to see elephant whispers. This sanctuary houses elephants that have had a tough background in an environment where they can thrive and live naturally.
All right, so guys, here we've got 5 elephants. And these are all rescued elephants. If you go back like 200 to 300 years ago, elephants used to roam free at 97% of the land mass in Southern Africa.
Wow.
Today, those tables are reversed. Humans, we are on 97%, then we just left 3% for the animals. Then coming to our training method, we use ask and reward system.
Okay.
So you ask an elephant to do something. If he does it, you have to reward.
Okay.
Same way you train dogs. Even wives train their husbands.
I feel like you're laughing a bit too much there.
I mean, I get that, right? Ask and reward, right? That's how we all get trained.
It's all about food. Okay, let's take a look. Right, walk up. Right, steady. Right, drop your guides down. Pick it up and give. Okay. Left front foot up.
Wow.
Turn right. 2 left feet up. Right, or back up to your positions. Join us at the back, then we meet Tembo the big elephant.
If a virtual reality experience is a knockout, try real reality.
It is crazy. The closer he gets, the bigger he gets. I'm speechless.
Tembo, he is 38 years old and he weighs over 7 tons. He stands at 3.7 meters shoulder height, meaning he still have to grow almost half a meter to be fully grown.
Oh my gosh.
This is so intimidating. He's so big, you almost just want to bow first, just to show him reverence.
Okay, right, so stand that side, then ma'am come to this side, and then come closer. Right, then hold the trunk.
He does like them.
You need some more, you're hungry. 7,000 kgs. You gotta give him all that you got.
I feel like the luckiest girl in the world. I mean, to be able to be so close to this majestic creature, my heart is actually pumping. It's a bit of a mixture of respect, nerves, a little bit of fear there because you can tell any sudden movements would knock me off my feet. This is a magical experience.
And looking at him right now, standing here, makes you feel humble, it makes you feel grateful.
It's about the small moments too. And passing the scene on our way back, we had to pull over for lunch.
Come on, there's no way. Millie's on the side of the road. This is a childhood memory.
What? That's my childhood. I feel like you're stealing from me now. I mean, I always remember stopping by the road. You're upset now. Come on, man.
I feel like this is a Zulu thing now. It's also becoming like a Shona thing, but I think if anything, it shows the similarities between our cultures, and I actually can't wait to get my hands on one of these. Hello,
Some
hello.
bright millies.
Hello, hello.
Hello, ma.
Nazis Tolanje, please, possible to get 2 of these. Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma.
Perfect.
I'm 6 years old again. Memories. Love you, ma.
Wow, Mpumalanga, you've been amazing. I mean, from the vistas to the animals to the millies. What more could you ask for?
We've gone from the highs, 900 meters, the cliffs, looking at Blythe River, all of it to the expansive views of God's window. It's been perfect.
It's been epic. This is what Top Travel's all about. On to the next one, guys. Let's go.
Let's go.
Breathe for it with Halls and stand your chance of winning a trip to Amsterdam with 2 return economy tickets on KLM Royal Dutch Airlines and 20,000 Rand spending money. With KLM flying daily from Johannesburg and Cape Town direct to Amsterdam, from the hub in Amsterdam, KLM connects to over 150 destinations across Europe, the United Kingdom, and the USA. You could be the lucky Top Travel viewer to win this adventure of a lifetime by telling us how you take a moment to refresh and refocus with Halls. Comment on Top Travel's competition social posts using hashtag TopTravelTV and hashtag Halls. Breathe for it. T's and C's apply. Next week on Top Travel, we discover the kingdom in the sky, Lesotho. Learn the royal history of the famous Basotho blankets, climb the Maloti Mountains on horseback, then walk in the footsteps of dinosaurs.
Another feel-good production.